What's going on, guys? Back with another Wizards video. Now, the Wizards do something that I was very happy about, very impressed with. They won a game against a team that they should have beat. Now, typically what happens is, the Wizards beat a couple good teams, they get a little hot, and then they'll play a team at the bottom of the NBA standings, and they'll lose. And that's your typical Wizards performance. So, in the game against the Minnesota Timberwolves, what I was looking for was a win, a good win against a bad team. Because the true mark of a playoff team is being able to win those games that you're supposed to win. The Lakers do it, Clippers, Nets, Bucks, all those teams do it. They beat the very bad teams. And those are the mark of playoff type teams. And so what I was looking for today was a Wizards victory. I even put money down on the Wizards spread, -4. I felt like they were going to cover that. I even put money down on that. I was very confident. On Twitter, at DetoxLot, go ahead and follow me, guys. I guaranteed the Wizards victory. I guaranteed it. I was that confident that the Wizards was going to get a win because I'm feeling different about how they're playing. I don't think it's the same old stuff, actually. I think it's, a brand new team almost. That's what it feels like. And they proved that to me today. The Wizards get a win over the Timberwolves, 128-112. Russell Westbrook, another triple-double, 19 points, 14 rebounds, 12 assists. 16 plus on the plus-minus on the net rating. He had a plus 16, so that's good to see. 50% from the free throw line. You would want him to make at least 7 of those 10 free throws instead of just 5 for 10. 7 for 19 from the field. But overall, good game from Russ. Continuing to attack, get guys open, continue to attack the boards because the Wizards do have a rebounding problem. So you need all the guys crashing boards as you can, and Russ helps with that greatly. So overall, good game from Russ. Bradley Beal, 34 points. Third quarter, he really turned up in that third quarter. He really turned up. 34 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 12 for 23 from the field, 8 for 8 from the free throw line. Like I said, him and Davis Bertans in the third quarter, they both turned it up. And that was the turning point for the game because before then, it was back and forth. Wolves kind of took the lead. The Wizards took the lead. It was back and forth. But that third quarter hit, and Bradley Beal went off. Davis Bertans went off, and it expanded that lead. So Bradley Beal did his thing. Garrison Matthews, my guy, 18 points, 9 rebounds. And that's what you love to see for a guy who, if you don't want to be labeled as, you're just a shooter, like that J.J. Redick or Kyle Korver type player. You hustle. Garrison Matthews is a hustler. He's not the biggest guy. He's not the longest guy. But he goes out there and hustles. On top of making his shots, 3 for 4 from the three-point line, 4 for 6 from the field, 7 for 7 from the free throw line. And then on top of that, when you're crashing the boards, 9 rebounds, almost a double-double at the shooting guard position. So, like I said, it's one thing to, just have a big man rebound and have your center rebounding and getting all the boards. It's another thing when you got guards trying to get down there, get their own rebounds, box out, and help your team. So it's not all responsibility on your big man getting 20, 50 rebounds a game. It's good to see other guys on the Wizards trying to contribute, trying to grab rebounds, trying to prevent the opposition from getting boards on them. So Mo Wagner, 12 points, 4 for 5 from the field, 2 for 3 from the three-point line. I think Mo had a good game. I think last year he had 30 points against the Timberwolves or something like that. So it's a good matchup for him. He likes to play him. I have no real issues with Mo's game today. I think he played well. Rui Hachimura, 6 points, 6 rebounds, 3 for 9 from the field. I think Rui was okay. No real big issues with him either. Raul Neto, I know he had a knee contusion at the end of the game. You hate to see late game injuries. Scott Brooks said in the post game He said that they didn't think the injury was serious. They'll see how he feels tomorrow because the Wizards do have a game against the Boston Celtics. So, and you don't know if Russell Westbrook is going to play in that back-to-back since he's played in the last couple of back-to-backs. So, it's going to be very key if Neto can play and he's okay enough to play. That's going to be very important because Ish Smith is already out. So, you're going to be down to who? Troy Brown Jr. and I don't know who else. Denny. They will put Denny maybe at the point guard spot. But Denny Avdia, 21 minutes. 17. Even though he had 2 points and 2 rebounds, it was 1 for 6 from the field. He was a plus 16. Plus 17. I'm sorry. He was out there playing good defense as usual, doing his thing. And I know a lot of the Denny fans want Denny to get more playing time. I think that will come in time. As of right now, he just has to do a lot of the little things. You know, if the shot ain't falling, get on the boards, try to get rebounds, try to defend your man. Him and Rui Hachimura have a good connection, it feels like, especially with their switches. They play well together defensively. So he keeps doing that, the playing time will come. You know, that's all I have to say about that. Davis Bertans, 19 points, 5 for 11 from the three-point line. Davis started off slow this game. He wasn't making shots. He wasn't making threes. But, I mean, he turned it up in that third quarter. Like I said, alongside Bradley Beal, he turned it up. I mean, I was hating on him earlier in the game, but he had something for that. I mean, it was three-pointer after three-pointer after three-pointer. And when Davis Bertans is hot, it makes the Wizards offense that much better. You know, he had 19 points with 4 rebounds. I mean, it just adds that fear that the opposition has to have and respect that they have to have for Davis on top of having to watch Russ attack the lane and having to watch Bill do whatever he does. And then you still got Garrison Matthews or whoever out there on the edges that you have to worry about as well. It just gives the offense that many more options and more difficulty for defenses to defend them in general. So it's good to see that game from Davis. Alex Len, I think he did a very good job on Karl-Anthony Towns when he was given the opportunity. It's really good for the Wizards to have that three big man rotation. You know, with Len, Lopez, and Wagner. You can kind of mix and match. You know, when they play guys like Nikola Jokic or Karl-Anthony Towns or Joel Embiid, you can kind of mix and match it up. You know, if Mo Wagner's struggling, you can bring in Alex Len, see what he can do. Maybe Alex Len doesn't do that good. You could do Robin Lopez, or maybe you do Len is doing pretty good. You still do Lopez, and then you play whoever's playing the best. You play them the most minutes. You know, so it's kind of a good thing for them to have 3 centers. They usually always play all 3 of them, and then one of them winds up finishing out the game. So it's a unique aspect to have basically a little mini platoon of big men to have at your disposal for these elite centers that you do play, like Karl-Anthony Towns. You can throw different things at him. Mo Wagner is a little more athletic. He's a little smaller, but he's a little more athletic. Tries to jar the charges. Alex Len is tough. He's big. He'll try to get the blocks on you. He's sturdier. Robin Lopez has that tall. He has that length to affect your shot. He's a little bit slower, not as mobile, but he's, like I said, has that length to make shots difficult for you. So they all kind of bring their different, unique own aspects to the game. And that could be hard for a center to adjust, you know, mid-game, having 3 different centers thrown at you with 3 different kinds of capabilities. You know, they're all different. They're all built different. They all play different. You know, so it's difficult for them to adjust defensively, and it can be difficult for them offensively. It can make it a little annoying, as I should say. But all in all, guys, like I said, these are the type of games I wanted to see from the Wizards. I want them to win these games because if they want to be a playoff team, and it's close, 4th through 8th seed is right there. I mean, the Knicks are like the 4th seed now, and they're what, like 17-17 or something like that? I mean, they're barely 500. So it's all up for grabs. The Wizards are getting hot at the right time. And people have been saying, you know, now as of recently, they getting that 2017 vibe. The Wizards in 2017 started off pretty bad. There was a lot of heat coming their way. Then they turned it up. And you know what happened after that. I mean, I see the similarities. I do see a lot of good things Defensively, they've turned it around. Offensively, they seem like they're gelling together. A lot of people know their roles. The role players know their role. Nobody's trying to be a superstar. You know, that ain't a superstar. So it's good to see. They, you know, get loud on the bench, especially with no fans. They get loud on the bench defensively for plays and offensively for the good plays. So that's good to see. It's a lot of camaraderie within the team. And they're just playing really good ball. Now they have a back-to-back against the Boston Celtics. I would think Russell Westbrook plays. Hopefully Raul Neto can play. I know Jaylen Brown's questionable for the Celtics, so if Jaylen Brown doesn't play, that's even better for the Wizards to try to grab that second win against the Celtics, because we all know the Celtics are going to be trying to get their revenge after getting smacked by the Wizards when they played the first time in DC. But if you guys enjoyed the content, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. And I will be back with you guys in another video.